Hey guys, Melissa here, and I want to thank you guys for taking the time to fill out this questionnaire. I know it takes so much time, but I really appreciate it. I'm joined here by the Employee of the Month, who is coincidentally Employee of the Month every month. This is Charlie Pup. She's my rescue puppy. She's actually one of two. We have two dogs. The other one's name is Esme, but she's a little bit more shy. But you'll see probably a lot of my dogs in the next upcoming months as we get to know each other. So Charlie's here, and she'll be joining us for this questionnaire. So I just want to introduce myself. I'm Melissa, obviously, and I have been a wedding photographer for many years now. I can't believe how long it's been, but I am so excited to go on this journey with you. So here we go. So Corey, my husband, he and I met in 2011, and it was a really funny story because he had just gotten out of a long-term relationship. I had just gotten out of a long-term relationship, and neither one of us were interested at all in dating. But I had this friend who was like, hey, I've got, this friend named Corey. I think you guys really hit it off. And I was like, no way. I'm not interested at all. I'm going to be single for the rest of my life and I'm going to love it. So of course, I got invited to this party, and my friend Rod was like, oh, hey, look who happens to be here. It's Corey. So he introduced the two of us, and I actually hated him right off the bat. Which was really funny because, oh, see, here's Charlie Pup looking at you guys. I hated him right off the bat because I am a bunny lover. Like, I love bunnies, well, all animals, but I love bunnies. And he grew up in a family that actually raised bunnies for food. So I like freaked out at him. I hated him. I wanted nothing to do with them. Oop. And somehow or other, 2 weeks later, we were dating. And then we got married 6 years later. So we've been married and I absolutely love it. Our proposal story, sorry, this is bothering me. Something has to be straight. This is the photographer in me. So our proposal story is really cute. We were going to go for a hike at the beach, which is one of our favorite things to do. And it was pouring rain. It was freezing. It was like the worst conditions for a hike ever. And it was right at sunset. And I had sweatpants on, like I was drenched in rain, no makeup, like I was crabby. I did not want to be going for that walk. Like I just wanted to stay home, order pizza, and do nothing except for be in my pajamas. But he just kept insisting that we had to go on this hike. So I was like, fine, I'll go. So we get to the end of this hike and we're overlooking the dunes, right on the beach of Lake Michigan, and he kept like pointing things out in the distance trying to get me to look, and I was like, what's wrong with you? Why are you being such a weirdo? And finally he got me to look at some like random tree, and so I did, and I turned back around and he was down on one knee, and I instantly burst out crying, like ugly cry, like I was sobbing. I don't even know what he said to me, and I was just crying and he was talking to me, and finally he was like, so is that a yes? Because I just couldn't respond. I was crying too hard. So I'm like this wet ugly mess, and I don't know, it was really fun. So some of our hobbies are pretty much anything outside. We love the water. I am like obsessed with mermaids. I'm a Disney princess at heart. So anything that has to do with the beach, whether that's going for a swim, we love to snorkel. I actually have a mermaid tail that I'll wear into Lake Michigan and like flounder around like thinking I'm really cool, even though lots of people make fun of me when I do it, but I do it. And he swims right along with me. My absolute favorite thing to do with Corey is actually probably going out on the boat. You probably could have guessed that. We just love it. There's such a sense of peace and relaxation. We love to wakeboard, we love to wake surf, we love to tube. So my favorite thing about Corey, my husband, is his ability to make me laugh. I'm kind of a type A workaholic. I'm like super organized, super detailed person. Like I have lists to sort my list. Like it's crazy. And he is just so relaxed, go with the flow. It's actually really good compliment to me. My ideal date night is pretty much anything that allows me to eat pasta. I love food, and of course, I love all the food that's entirely bad for you. I'm also very allergic to dairy, unfortunately, but I love cheese. So every once in a while, I do cheat and we go out to our favorite Italian restaurant in Traverse City called Sorellina's, and I get pretty much the cheesiest thing I can possibly get. Okay, so my question is, list any fun or interesting facts about us. Um, okay, so like I said, I'm kind of quirky, but a couple weird things about me. I'm pretty much addicted to Lululemon leggings. All their pretty much yoga pants. I'm actually wearing some right now. And the funny thing is I don't do yoga. So my yoga pants have never seen a day of yoga in their life, but I wear my leggings constantly. I don't own a single pair of jeans. Literally, not a single pair of jeans. So I consider my leggings pants. Just saying. Um, my probably one of my favorite articles of clothing I have is actually my bunny slippers right here. My youngest brother got them for me for Christmas one year, and I absolutely love them. They're the comfiest and like dorkiest things I probably own. Yep, we do have two dogs. I already told you guys that, but they're both rescue dogs. They're German Shepherd, Black Lab mixes. Both came from kind of sad circumstances. Charlie, who is the one that you'll probably see most often, she was in a litter of 8 puppies and she was found in a box on the side of the road. So we were able to get her when she was still really, really young. She was only 6 weeks old, but she was already like this cute roly-poly lump, and that pretty much hasn't changed. She's 90 pounds. She's been on a diet for like her whole life because she just keeps getting bigger and bigger, but she loves food. So I give her tons of biscuits. Anyways, um, Esme is our other little rescue pup, and we got her a little bit older. She actually came from Alabama, from a puppy mill there, and she was really abused. She was starving, she was skin and bones, she had been hit, she's terrified of people, um, and so we had to work quite a bit extra with her to be able to get her comfortable around new people. And she's still really shy. So that's probably why you won't see much of her throughout this process. But she is really sweet. She really is. We love rescue dogs. We love animals. We like to foster dogs and make sure that they get good homes. Also, shameless plug. If you are a dog lover like we are, you should totally bring your dog to your wedding. It's my favorite thing when you guys can incorporate your dogs as like your ring bearer or your flower pups. We had both of our dogs in our wedding and it was amazing. It was my favorite part. So on my wedding day, I was actually most excited to see my friends and family. Although I live in Michigan, I'm not originally from here. I'm actually from Minneapolis, and I'm the only one out of my family who lives here. So needless to say, I don't get to see them very much. Actually, at the time of this recording, I haven't even been home in over a year and a half, and I miss them a lot. I'm really close to my family, and most of them had never been to northern Michigan. So for them, it was like a destination wedding coming here, and I was so excited because I finally got to show them why I loved Michigan. I finally got to show them like the magic and the Sleeping Bear Dunes and the watercolor of Lake Michigan. Favorite snacks? This is probably the easiest question that I will get to answer. Chips. I am a chipaholic. Like, it's really, really sad. Usually Corey has to buy 2 bags of chips and he hides one for himself because he knows that I'll just demolish the entire thing on my own. I pretty much like any sort of chip that you can possibly imagine. But definitely my favorite are probably Cool Ranch Doritos. I go crazy for them. Like, it's so sad. I'm actually not a drinker, but if I had like a vice, it would be chips. So like Corey knows if I have a really bad day, instead of bringing home like a nice bottle of wine or something, he'll bring me home a bag of chips. Okay, favorite drinks. I am a Starbucks alcoholic. It's bad. The amount of money I probably spend on Starbucks is really, really sad, actually. But my favorite drink is venti. Of course, it has to be the largest drink I can possibly get. Iced caramel macchiato with coconut milk, because again, I'm dairy free, can't have that stuff. But Oh my God, it is so good. It is so, so good. I get one probably every day. I actually live about 45 minutes away from the closest Starbucks, and I will literally drive 45 minutes to get there, pick up my Starbucks, and drive 45 minutes back just for my coffee. That is how sad my addiction really is, you guys. Well, there you have it, you guys. Some really dorky things about me, some interesting things, and just a little bit of a glimpse into our lives. I am so looking forward to meeting you, to getting to know you a little bit better, because the more comfortable we are with each other, the more fun this process is going to be. And especially when we meet on your engagement session or your wedding day, it's going to be like running into old friends instead of some stranger holding a camera. So you guys, thank you so much for filling out this form. I really, really appreciate it, and we'll be talking to you soon.